Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be focusing on how is it that you can legitimately get a business registered within the United States of America. I know there are some persons who reside elsewhere, basically it could be in South Africa, it could be in South America, and there are some things that you're not able to get access to when it comes to the US because you don't have a bank account and you can't receive funds, and so there's a back and forth on whether or not, or basically how it is that you can make that possible. Well, today this video is going to be focusing on how you can make that possible, and by registering a company in the US, it's one of the legal ways in which that is possible, and it also helps to separate you from an entity in case there's any form of issues with the law or if the cases there's a separation. I know there are some persons who does affiliate marketing. I know there are some persons who sell on eBay, some persons who sell on Amazon. There are persons who do consultation, online. So this is one of the ways in which it can be done legally, and we're going to go through step by step what it is that you need to do in order to have your business registered within the United States of America as a non-citizen of the US. Now, first thing foremost, in having a company registered, you need to have, or it must be done through a registered agent. There are multiple registered agents within the United States of America, and with every state, it's a different fee. So that's one of the first things you need to put into consideration, is that you need to put aside funds basically in order to make this possible. You need money in order to make money. So funds need to be allocated to have the business registered. Now you can Google registered agents. You can Google registered agents within the United States of America, and the list can go on and on, but it's up to you to decide exactly who it is that you're going to use. Now, other than having a registered agent, you need to think about which states, because the United States is divided into 50 states. So registering in the correct states, that's something else you need to put into consideration also. I have 3 states in mind, which includes Delaware, Florida, and Wyoming. Those are the 3 best states I think any person who resides outside of the US should become registered or should have their business registered within the United States, because I think the laws are more flexible and it applies to us far more. Now, the company that I use, or better the registered agent that I used to register my business, was the Wyoming Registered Agent Service. Now, registering a company, you need to decide whether you're going to do a C Corp, whether you're going to do a S Corp, or whether you're going to do a LLC, which is a limited liability company. It's advised that you registered once starting off as your LLC, and I decided to register in Wyoming. That's the state of Wyoming, and to use this registered agent that you're seeing here right now on the screen. So far they've done a pretty great job. To start up, it's $150. That's to have all your documents basically filed and sent to the IRS and to the local government agency within the Wyoming. This basically means that your entity will be performing all business transactions within the state of Wyoming. As you can see here, to form your company, it costs $150, and I think that's reasonable enough. I think Delaware costs something around $130, but $150 is fairly okay. When going through the form and naming your LLC, if you can name your LLC Buttercups, it must be Buttercups LLC. And when using your name for your business, just ensure that you have the LLC placed at the end of all time. This is a form. You're going to put in the desired name of the company or an alternative name. Now the alternative name is basically just in case there's someone else registered with the first name that you've chosen, and so the alternative name is going to be there in case that name has already been taken, and they'll use that instead of your desired name. You'll have your members manage information that you'll fill in. An LLC can also be multi-members, which you can have partners if you have 2-3 persons. So here's where you fill in that information. You're going to put in your contact information and so forth, and your mail address. Now your mail address is basically an address to where you can send your items or your files to. Let's just say that they also operate as a mail forwarding service. So once documents are sent directly to them, they will scan the documents and you can see it online. However, when you need a physical document, they will send it out to wherever it is that you want it to be sent out to at a fee. Now let's say you have a family member that's living in the US. I think it'll be easier to have it shipped out to them, and then your family member could forward the mail to you. I feel that's more appropriate in a situation where you want your documents to be secured. Or you can also have a forwarding address where they send the mail to your forwarding address in the US, and your forwarding address sends the mail directly to you, depending on which part of the world you are. Now, when having a forward address, there's subscription fees every month, so I advise that you can do that bulk every month. Now you have a choice of whether or not you want to add your tax ID. I think this is incorporated at an extra cost. Yes, if you have or if you don't have. For foreign clients, they're charging 250 US, but I'm going to show you a cheaper way now that you can get this done, so you won't have to pay this amount of money. All right, you're going to put in your billing information. That's going to be your local bank card, and so the total is going to be 150 US. Now this process takes about 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks. And once your formation documents are given to you, they're there so that you can review in case there are any mistakes and so forth. Now, once you finish this part, it is advised that you wait until you have your legal business name before you go ahead and go to the next step. Now, the next step includes you having your EIN. Now, let's say that you're a wholesaler, or it is that you're reselling eBay or Amazon, or you're buying clothes, or you're doing private label shoes, whatever the case is. There are some wholesalers who request your EIN, they request your sales certificate number, and they also request some form of formation document for your business. Most wholesalers, I think, they focus basically on you having your EIN and you're also having your business license. Some call it your resale certificate of the cases. Now, you're to wait until you receive information documents from this registered agent before you apply for your EIN. So once this comes through, the notification comes in to state that your formation documents are ready. You can therefore move on to the second stage, which is applying for your EIN. Now this is a form, or the application basically, for your employer's identification number. It's basically a 9-digit number that's allocated to your business. So there's a separation. Once again, you could be living in your country, you have your sales tax number, and then you have your business in the US with an EIN. So you're connected, but there's still a separation. Now the EIN is acting as a tax number in the US. This EIN number is what you use in order to file your yearly returns and so forth to the IRS. Now you're going to go through this information step by step. I won't break it down what to put where in this video, but I'm just going to show you what the form looks like. In next week's video, I'm going to go through basically what you put where in order to have a smooth process and to have your EIN basically within, let's say, 1 to 2 weeks. Round it off to 15 days max, you can have your EIN number. Alright, so this is the application form that you're going to be using in order to have your EIN number. You're going to fill this form out, and then when you finish filling out this form, you're going to fax the form to this number highlighted here. Why? Because you reside outside of the United States of America, and this fax number deals with all persons who reside or who alias to the United States of America. Alright, so you fill the form, you send the form here, and once they're finished processing, you have your EIN, they will send you back a fax to say that your EIN has been processed. They will give you the number, and they will also send a copy of that sheet to your registered agent. So once you've signed up with these people or whichever registered agent you've signed up with, they will send it here, they will scan it, and they will upload it. So you can have basically the physical, well, it won't be the physical because it'll be a soft copy. So you'll see the soft copy of what your EIN certificate would look like, and so you'll have access to it going forward. So now you have your incorporation documents, you have your EIN. Now you can go ahead and apply for your sales tax certificate. Now in Wyoming, here is where you go in order to apply for your sales tax certificate. You need to go to the Wyoming Department of Revenue. Alright, now for every state, there's a separate department that you need to go to. I'll also create a video for that for all 50 states. Yes, I don't live there, but this is information that not only works for me, but it also works for persons who reside in the US. So I'll have a list of all 50 states, and also where you can go in order to apply for a business license, or it's also called your sales tax certificate, however the case is. Now once you're new, you're going to come here, you're going to click on new user, click here to sign up. You put in your basic step-by-step information, and then you'll be forwarded to the part where you can apply for your sales tax certificate. I think it costs between $60 and $100 US. So once you apply for that, they're going to also send a copy of that back to your registered agent, and your registered agent will upload a soft copy so you can see what's your sales tax certificate number. So when you're applying anywhere with any wholesaler, you have that number at your disposal. Alright, now so we have our incorporation documents, we have our EIN, we have our sales tax certificate. Now the last part is you having your US bank account. Now I've been using Mercury, which is mercury.com. They're absolutely incredible. Now it's very simple. The only documents that you need is your passport. It must be scanned. You will need the soft copy of your EIN, and they will also ask for, I think that's about it. They'll also ask for a part of your incorporation documents, your business, yes, your business documents. They will also ask for that. So those three things are needed in order for you to open your bank account with mercury.com. Once you open your bank account and you're verified, they will send you a card with your business name on it. That's an option that has been available of recent. So let's say the name of your business is Buttercups LLC. They will send your card. It will be a debit card, and it'll have Buttercups LLC on that card. They also have an option where they can provide you with a yes, they have an option where they can provide you with a card, not a physical card, but it is a legit card that you can use. So let's say it's like I won't say it's a prepaid card, but it's a card that you won't have physically. I can't recall the word that you use for the card, but they provide you with that card where you can use online until you get your physical card. Once you have a physical card, you can still choose whether or not to continue using that card or to just transfer everything over to your physical card. You'll be given a routing number, and you'll be given a checking number for your bank account. They will also give you a savings account with the account once you open it. And once there are any promotions or where you can do like a pitch of the cases to have started business funds, Mercury will be there in order to inform you and let you know what's up. So those are basically the 4 steps in order to have your business completely registered with the United States of America. You first choose which state you register your business in. Once that's done, you then go and you look for a registered agent within that state in order to have your business incorporated. Once your business has been incorporated and you've received your legal documentation, you then go and you apply for your EIN by means of faxing, or if you use a registered agent, they can also apply for the EIN for you, but that's at a higher cost. You have a choice of whether or not you want to fax your information yourself. Let's say you're in a local country and someone does faxing. You can fax the information yourself and keep abreast with them in order to wait for when they send you a response. Once you've received a response from the IRS and you have your EIN, you then go ahead and you apply for your sales tax certificate. Once you've had your sales tax certificate from your revenue department within the state that you've applied for your business, you can then go ahead and apply online for your bank account. Because let's just say you can't go to the US, or you don't have the options immediately to go to the US in order to go into a bank to open a business account. Mercury.com is basically the substitute for that. It's an online banking system. You use that and you have your online bank account within the United States of America. So that's my short video. The next video with regards to anything that has to do with your EIN and how to get over your EIN, or the step-by-step process, will be posted next month. I'll try my best. If you guys have questions, please comment below. Let me know what type of videos you guys would love for non-citizens not living in the US. What sort of videos you'd like me to put out there. What would you like to know? What you'd like me to go in depth into. You guys just please in the comments. Don't forget to please like, share, and subscribe. And thank you so much for being part of my community. I'll see you in our next video, which will be posted on Friday. Bye. Be safe.